a ship, taken as a slave. You said we were the ones who were depraved, but it was you took us on the good ship, Jesus, which you told me was my Savior. But my Savior is Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who died for me. Didn't want us to find out who we are. Didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. So you lied to us. Took our name from us, stole our identity, stole our language. You didn't want us to write or read. Now our eyes are wide open and we can see. Shot us, killed us, raped us, robbed us, sold us into slavery, threw us into the Atlantic, left us for dead, drug us behind the horses and flogged us, even raped our men. Breaking sex bomb, lynched us and forced us to breastfeed your babies, not to mention the devil's punch bowl, which you tried to erase from history. Everything we learned, we must unlearn, for the truth will set you free. Come on out of the slave mentality. We are not a religion, but a nation. Royal priesthood, God's special possession that you may declare the praises of Him who brought you out of darkness into His marvelous light. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen
Shalom, fam. Let's get on into it. All right. 1 Corinthians 15:45. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening, life-giving, life-restoring, eternal life spirit. So, the Most High gave Adam eternal life when he created him. Adam surrendered that and the earth and his dominion to Satan, who is a minister of death. So the balance, the order had to be restored. How was how was we going to get eternal life out of ourselves? We didn't create ourselves. the second Adam, Mashiach, the Messiah, was made a life-quickening, life-giving, life-restoring spirit. He broke himself. He is the Word made flesh. He was there in the beginning and the end. In Revelation, in the Bible, it has Alpha and Omega. Now, Alpha, the Aleph, and the Tav. The first leader, the strong leader, and the Tav, the sign, the mark, and the covenant. Let me show you. Just going into the other video I done, giving the Greeks, sold to the Greeks. Let me see. I'm gonna get into the movie elements in a minute. I saw this while that song was playing. Okay, y'all know my videos very rarely go the way I envision them to go, and that's good. Let's see, it's number one. He is the first. All right, and he is the last. See that? What he died on, family? A cross. What the Israelites been looking for? They've been looking for a sign and restoration of the covenant. You're not going to see that in the Greek Bible. Okay? Let me show y'all Alpha and Omega. It's Revelation 1 and 8. You ain't going to see that. That's why you got to study. You know these heathens been messing around. Shalom, DSB. See it? You're not going to see that. You're going to look at them words. It don't mean nothing. It sounds good. Okay. The beginning and the end. Okay. Okay, the beginning and the ending. Which was, and which is to come. Okay. I just showed you the beginning and the ending. What's to come? What's to come? What Revelation talking about? The restoration of the covenant. All right, now, let me get into this. All right.
Our ancient connections may not be obvious to this group. Our ancestors adapted to different climates, and as a result, humans are now among the most physically varied looking species on the planet. But looks can be deceiving.
We're basically identical at the genetic level. I mean, if you look at the average person's DNA sequence and compare the same region to another person they're unrelated to, they're 99.9% identical.
All that? There. Look right here. This is great.
Light, dark, big, small, curly, straight, brown, blue. Minuscule genetic changes account for all of our differences. To track our ancient paths, though, scientists study DNA that stays very much the same. In men like George Dellis, it's a Y chromosome.
All that? Let's do one more.
It's been passed down the line from father to son over thousands of generations, and ultimately traces back to one man who lived in Africa around 60,000 years ago. Call him Scientific Adam.
Okay. Scripture testifies to that. I know I got to do this over. You see, this video is on multiple platforms. It's going to multiple countries. It's going to multiple countries. Okay. The more I put these out there like this, the more likely somebody is to see it. All right. So y'all just bear with me. If you know this information, just bear with me. Pretty soon it's gonna be automatic in your head. All right. Now let's go back to the Bible. Acts 17. The Bible gonna testify to what they just said. Okay, Acts chapter 17, verse 24. The Bible they verifying what the Bible said. Look, 26. Yah that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hand. Okay, think about it. He's controller of the heaven and the earth. Adam gave the earth to Satan. That's why Mashiach, the Redeemer, came back and see, man gave the earth to Satan. Man gonna spread the Most High's message and restore and go give the people a chance to either repent or die. Okay. Nevertheless, neither is worship with men's hands as though he needed anything, seeing he giveth to all life and breath and all things. That's what you're gonna burn in hell for. You're not gonna die. When this here pass, your soul is still living. Think about it. You think you wish you gonna go to sleep and that be it. You gonna wish sleep was you gonna go to sleep and that's it. This is why you gonna die. He gave you life. And you want to spend it in hell? Go ahead. All right. And all things. But listen here, 26. And hath made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitations. Okay? He made of one blood all the nations. This is what they just got through saying, family. All right? Okay, let me keep playing.
He wasn't the only guy alive back then, but only his Y chromosome survived through the ages, and every man alive today has a copy.
Up and down, really push it in there.
For women like Nejla Demirci, the DNA comes from special cell structures called mitochondria, which both men and women carry, but only moms pass along. These trace back to one woman who also lived in Africa between 150 to 200,000 years ago. Call her Scientific Eve. She is the oldest root of our family tree. Africa is where the journey begins for everyone alive today.
Notice they didn't put Adam and Eve together. I just noticed that. I done watched the video. I noticed Adam somewhere, Eve somewhere. All right. Okay. Now. All right, I've done that. Let me see which way I'm gonna go. This is another video. Okay, right here. I just want y'all to see. This is one of the guys in Black Adam, Dr. Fate. Look at look at the Egyptian cross, the Egyptian Ankh. I want y'all to see this stuff. See, the reason why I felt compelled to do this, this is to my Kemet brothers and sisters out there. The Bible have been correct so far. You just won't read it. That song tells our whole history, which is in the Bible. See, don't let them secret societies pull you off into this stuff. Yeah, they got a black cross, black Ankh. That's an Egyptian Ankh. Okay. Adam is a black man. Why you got to put the black there? Think about these things. The second Adam is a black man, the Messiah. That ain't my problem. You heathens better, hey, that's y'all problem. Your folks that lied to y'all. Jeremiah 16, and Hawkman. There's another one they had, Hawkman. You know, he being played by a black man. Let me see. Let me go to this Bible verse. Jeremiah 16:19. Jeremiah 16:19. I'm telling y'all, the Bible is accurate. The Most High gave his word to us. See, he gave it to us. The other brothers that went over this in lesson after lesson after lesson. O Yahuwah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge. When the world starts getting struck with meteorites asteroids, or whatever they want to call it. Read the book of Revelation. It's talking about these big old rocks, these big fire rocks coming down. Your refuge is going to be the Most High. Okay? In the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. When they tell you it don't matter who the biblical Israelites is, lies. If the world don't know who the biblical Israelites are, then how is they going to come and fulfill this prophecy? They're going to go to the synagogue of Satan. That's right, Brenda Hill. They can't accept the fact that our father is black. So-called black, as they call it. Okay? Even as they said, Mashiach was Middle Eastern. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that other video. Okay. How you get this kind of black? How you get this kind of black from a folks that's in the middle? Huh? The only way you're gonna get this kind of black from them folks is they keep genetically reproducing with dark-skinned folks. Now, people, even if they this color, you can get white. It's mutations, it's albinism, it's genetics. The Eve gene. But let me continue. And say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. See, these folks is setting their children up for hellfire. They don't want the truth taught. They don't want the true history taught. They don't want to teach the Bible as it's written. And and that's their right. You want to send your kids to hell, go right ahead. But all right, I'm gonna tell the truth. What y'all do is refute it. The real question is, how did the Most High manipulate these folks to lead the Bible the way it is just enough where we can find everything? Well, we can find everything and show it to y'all. And y'all got all these scholars, all these college professors, and they covering up the truth. Let me get on. All right, let me get back over here. That's something else. Hawk, man, that's an Egyptian hawk, Horus. So don't get caught up in that, all right? Don't get caught up in that. Y'all debrief y'all children if they see this stuff. Debrief your children. All right? Debrief your children. Don't let them get caught up in this stuff. There's a whole lot of, the Freemasonry, they off into this stuff. The ancient Greeks was off into this stuff. Okay? I'm not going to read this, but I just saw a potential pothole for some of our folks to fall into because, but the main thing that triggered me was putting the black in front of Adam. That's what triggered me, really. But anyway, all these things is getting worse in this movie. Now that I think about it, all these gods is getting worse. Adam didn't come from Kemet. He didn't come from Ham. Matter of fact, Ham came from Adam. Think about that one. See how they got it twisted? Adam was the first man. Okay. Then down the line came Noah, and Ham come from Noah. But the way they got it, they done throw the Adam up there, and he got his power from sons of Ham gods. Okay? But yeah, I'm not gonna read that. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Y'all can read. You see the thing right there. You can type that in, read it yourself. But he's infused with all these so-called false gods from Kemet. But I'll tell you what I do like about it. I'm gonna show you this video clip. Show y'all this, and that's some. I got all kind of videos up there. Let me show y'all this. Let me just show some of it. Show y'all this, and that's some. I got all kind of videos up there. Okay, right here. Now, the part I like when the Hawkman said heroes don't kill folks. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. According to the Bible, do heroes kill people? I didn't say murder. There's a difference. According to the Bible, do heroes kill people? I want to see what y'all think. I'm not going to put your stuff up there. I'm going to just be quiet. And then I'm going to give you the answer because it's in the Bible. Let me play this a little bit. Okay. That's right. That's right. There you go. Y'all dead on it. All right, let me play this. I ain't gonna play too much of it because they might flag it. Let me wind it back a little bit. Just listen.
They're heroes.
In my city wherever I go.
And they're villains. Heroes don't kill people. Well, I do.
When Mashiach returns, read the book of Revelation. He gonna be killing people left and right. So y'all buy into that slave master thinking if you want to. See, you buy into that slave master thinking if you want. This is warfare. What do you call it when you consistently, persistently poison folks? What y'all call that? Those are acts of war. What do you call that when you lock our people up when they ain't really committing crime? Those are prisoners of war. What do you call that when you miseducate folks so you can continuously enslave them? Those are war tactics. They killing us left, right, front, and center. Do you believe by their action that heroes don't kill people? If you think they do, then why do the police get away with killing us? Why do they get to go over here in these other countries and kill folk? Why do they go to war if heroes don't kill folk? No, it's a DC movie. It's Black Adam. It's Black Adam. You see the top up there? You see it right there? Right there in the top left corner. That's the name of it. But yeah, I found that entertaining. I found that entertaining. Okay. Better read your Bible. Mashiach killing folks. Look at what they doing. These folks ain't going to stop killing us. See, when folks won't stop killing, you got to make them stop. Begging ain't going to do it. You talking about that's wrong, that ain't going to do it. These folks are devil possessed. And the Most High after all, he did put the life in them. Okay, then. Since you don't appreciate life, then let me take yours then. Come on, buzzards. Come on, crows and beasts of the field. Just like they hung our bodies. Let me see here in the book of Deuteronomy 28. Just like they done us and still do us. Look here. Deuteronomy 28:26. And thy dead bodies and thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away, hanging from trees left out in the woods somewhere. Maggots eating us up, birds eating us up, wolves eating us up, buzzards eating us up, whatever you want to call it. And they consistently doing it. Over there in Africa, meddling. See, that's what some of this stuff is. They over there violent. They over there sterilizing folks. Just look. Everywhere you go, these devils are doing something devilish. Everywhere you look. And look at him. See. Man. Just look. Look right here. Look right here, y'all. Just look. That's stuff. That's another video. That's something else I'm working on. Yeah, the police are supposed to be heroes. That's something else I got. Yeah. Right here. Look here. Look. Y'all check that brother out right there. Check that channel out. Okay? That's some more stuff I was putting together. But nevertheless, it's relevant. It's relevant. All right, now let me see what else I got. Close some of these tabs. Let me see here. Genesis 10. All right, now. Yeah. Now back to the Bible. Okay, Ham. These are the sons of Ham. Cush, Mizraim. See, Egypt is a Greek word. Let me see. Etymology. Yeah, see, it's a Greek word. That's why you got it in certain places, Mizraim, and then in other places, you got Egypt. Okay. Look at here. The Egyptian name Kemet. So the black folks call themselves Kemet. See, I just learned something new. Y'all see how this stuff, you be looking for something and then you'll see something else. See, they always want to rename something. Oh, y'all the colors. You the Negroes. You the African Americans. You the Jamaicans. You the Bohemians. You the Haitians. You see what I'm talking about? They want to tell you who you are. That's what that whole thing about Kyrie Irving was about. We can't have you Negroes finding out who you are. But look, means black country, possibly in reference to the rich Delta soil. All right, Mizraim, the name of the biblical son. So this is a secular etymology dictionary. You got the Bible saying the Egyptians is black folks. All right, then what? Why is all these colonizers all up in the mix? Why can't we have? Where is the black history of black achievement? See there. See, when our children look back, far back as they gonna look, is them doggone chains. And then they gonna reinforce the chains with that white supremacist teacher. Matter of fact, let me see, can I find that? Let me see, can I find it? I want to see the video. He talking about he's supreme. Yeah, right here. This is what you're gonna get.
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one.
Oh.
He think he can think what he want to think. If y'all so superior, why y'all got to lie? If you so superior, can't nobody stop you. Why you got to lie? Why you got to kill? Huh? Why you got to kill when ain't nobody trying to kill you? If you're so superior.
Okay, no, let me
Look.
Hey, look.
So white is better than all.
No, let me finish. Let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about
Hey,
it.
I'm not racist though. I like you all.
Now I'm gonna tell you how you can debunk whatsoever in a man out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak, right? You want to know what's in somebody's heart, what they think it's gonna come out in their action. Yeah, I know he unemployed. At least he was honest. See, whatever's up here is gonna manifest itself through deeds. If you're thinking about killing folks, it's gonna manifest itself. So if you got this mentality that you think you better than everybody, it's gonna be some works. A tree is known by its fruit. It's just those folks. Now you probably got a few of us think that. You know what I'm saying? You know. And even but we're not gonna try to take out their kids. You probably got it's always a couple trying to take out their kids and It ain't enough for us. We ain't got the power to do that. But just listen.
I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about
Hey,
it.
I'm not racist though. I like all types of kinds.
Did I say I don't like people?
People only think
Wait,
that.
so you said you are what? You are racist?
The very statement that he thinks he's better than everybody else, that means nigga get down. Nigga, stay down. Well, how is you making all this money? Why is your house, why ain't you dirt poor? Anyway, I'm pretty sure y'all seen that video right now. Here's the Zondervan dictionary. Dictionary I got right here. Yeah, let me see here. But yeah, well, I'm on something else right now. Well, that's it. It's in there. He became the father of the dark races, but not Negroes. But if you let these Europeans keep telling this lie that all of us black folks is the same, okay, do the math. Black people was here first, and at one time everybody was black. They just testified to that. Okay, we know all white folks ain't the same. We know that. You know, they slightly variation. But how is all of us one big Negro? I'm saying Negro instead of saying the other word. How is all of us just one big black person? How is all of us the same? If a smaller group than us that came later than us, if they ain't all the same, how is all black folks in Africa and all the worldwide, how is all of us just one big Negro? Okay? Y'all start thinking when these lies start popping up, I want y'all to start challenging this stuff. All right? This is bearing witness to that etymology dictionary. Ham, in other words, this is Kemet, this is Egypt. Ham was a black man. All right? It's testifying to this. All right? Black country. All right? I got some more stuff for you. Got the etymology of the dictionary, the name Adam. I got a video for y'all. Y'all almost forgot. All right, now look what ruddy means. Look, see, this is a Bible dictionary, y'all. This is an online Bible dictionary. And look, they know the Hebrews are black folks. Look. Ruddy is the form taken from the adjective red, which means a term of praise of the human skin. And this is in use in the Bible. In Hebrew and Greek words or use the words red or to be red. The dark-skinned Hebrews, why don't the pastor tell you about that? Shalom, B1 Queensland, huh? Why not even the black pastor tell you this? Huh? Why all these Bible cemetery schools don't tell you it's black Hebrew? Huh? This is an old Bible dictionary telling you the Hebrews are black folk. The dark-skinned Hebrews found great beauty in a clear complexion. All right, now let me go over here to this video before I forget to play it. I almost forgot to play it.
Introduce yourself and give us a brief understanding of your connection to the Holy Land.
I am Sar Madiel Ben Yehuda. Sar means minister. My title in the community, my role as minister, my portfolio is that of information. I'm charged to collect, to analyze, and then to disseminate information about the Hebrew Israelites here in Israel, about our particular history as a community and our history as a people connecting back to this land. We consider Israel to be Northeast Africa. We are living here in the southern portion of Israel in what is known as the southern Judean mountains. And of course, we have to make this clear that Israel predates any Palestinian connections here to this land. When you look at the name of Palestine, it was the name that the Romans gave to the land formerly known as Judea. Now, I didn't say Jewish or Judaism, but Judea. So the Judeans were the people that actually lived in this portion of this land prior to it being named Palestine by the Romans. So this is what we consider to be Northeast Africa. We are sitting on the African tectonic plate. There are African species of birds and animals and plants that you'll find all throughout this region.
Why I took you here is that I want to show you that the country called Israel is sitting on the African tectonic plate. It's like all continents are sitting on a plate, okay? And these plates, sometimes they slide in, you know, and they rub one another. And see, and what happens, that's what happens when earthquakes happen. The plates begin to slide among one another. And if you get a crack in one of the plate, magma will come up, you know, like a volcano. A magma would come up and it will cause, you know, great devastation because of the volcano, but it's because of the shifting of these tectonic plates.
Without question, we are in Northeast Africa. We are landlocked to Egypt, with the exception of the Suez Canal, which was a man-made ditch, a boundary now between, in fact, it's not even really a boundary anymore since Egypt has reclaimed the Sinai Peninsula. But nevertheless, even those of us who are Pan-Africanists in our thinking and Afrocentric, we forget and we leave off that portion of Northeast Africa and don't want to claim anything beyond that. Of course, Afrocentrists are still fighting tooth and nail for Egypt to be included as a part of Africa, because most Egyptologists and anthropologists, archaeologists of the Eurocentric persuasion will say that Egypt is in Africa. They had to concede that, but then they still draw the line by saying that they weren't Africans like that. In other words, they weren't dark-skinned people. And of course, this is all part of the Great Deception. And the reality is that if they give up Egypt, ancient Kemet, if they give that up and say that that was a part of Black Africa, then they will also have to give up Israel. And that's why they draw the line at Egypt, because if they give up Egypt, they've got to give up Israel.
Now, we're going to go over here, and I'm going to show you where Israel sits on the African tectonic plate, which means that Israel is Northeast Africa. Now, when we look at this map, this is the Sinai, okay? This is the Red Sea. This is Egypt. This is the Sinai. This is Israel. All right, this is Saudi Arabia over here. Now, if you see this in Hebrew, it says Haluach Afrikani, the African plate. Here it is right here. Israel is sitting right here. Israel is sitting on the Haluach Afrikani, which means that Israel is Northeast Africa.
There is no Middle East area. If you sit here in Israel, you have a border with Egypt. So Egypt is in Africa. So how I can say this is Middle East? To me, it's Africa land. Blacks from Africa back to home, and also from Africa, from here, we've been there. And also for most of the blacks, they have a confusion about Israel. This is your home. This is your land. I start from zero to know who am I. After that, I hear from the cousins, I'm a Jewish, I have a full right to come in Israel. I'm sitting here 22 years. So from Bible also, you learn most of the history and the Bible, the prophets or the people inside the Bible, they're not blondes or blue eyes. They are looks like me or looks like you. So I believe this is the land of Africa.
So in your eyes, this land, the Holy Land, what they call Israel, Palestine, this is Africa.
This is Africa. This is Africa.
The Europeans, I mean, because we know the Europeans classify this as the Middle East, but this is Africa.
This is Africa. This is north of Africa. Now they make Libya and Morocco and Tunis. They say that North Africa.
The last two guys look like some people you might see out here every day. Matter of fact, all the men in the video look like people we see out here on the street in our family. But nevertheless, carrying on.
It's west, the west. We are in the north. This is the Mediterranean Sea right here. So people say, well, why do you say, but it's Asia Minor? You know, when Europeans be talking about this Asia Minor, I ask them, where's Europe Minor? Where's America Minor? Okay, this is the only continent with a minor. And you know what that minor is? It's a minor lie. It's really a major lie. Understand what you're talking about? Some Asia Minor. Where's Europe Minor? Where's America Minor? But see, when they say Asia Minor, they don't have to classify this land as being part of the African continent. And they want to call it the Middle East. The middle of what? Okay? The only reason why they call this the Middle East because people here in England, when they would come down into the Mediterranean Sea and go through the Suez Canal, go into the Red Sea and go to Far East, go to China, they were saying they was in the middle of their journey.
We've done a great job in being able to demonstrate that this is Northeast Africa. And once we begin to look at it as such, and we stop believing this idea of Israel being a part of the Middle East. What do you mean Middle East? Is there an Upper East, a Lower East? What do you mean Middle East? It's a geopolitical term that the British, our good friends the British, that they used during their reign and their dominion, which has long since passed. The sun has long set on the British Empire. They no longer rule the seven seas, but they, in their world, in their worldview, they called this region the Middle East. And it made sense in that perspective, because going to their east, when they got as far as they could to their east, and they called that the Far East. And to this day, it's still called the Philippines, China, Asia, or Far East Asia, whatever. So when you look at going to those regions and passing through this region, passing through Syria, passing through Israel, passing through Egypt, passing through Afghanistan, Iran, etc., it made sense according to their worldview to call this the Middle East. It was the middle of their East. But no longer will a geopolitical term suffice for what we're saying is geological and geographical truth.
Europeans classified this area as a Middle East. You know, and then since this the Middle East, the other question, where the Middle West? Where the Middle North and where the Middle South? They don't have no geographical terms like that. And the only reason why they use that term, Middle East, because it disconnects the proper connotation that should go with describing this land geographically.
So to me, what I understood, also I learned.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat in case somebody want to check that out. It's 2 hours long. In case somebody want to check it out, hold on. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. There you go. You can check that out yourself. All right. I'm going to put it up here. Somebody might be watching from another platform. Just type that in verbatim. It's also on Tubi. This documentary is on Tubi. That's what made me think of it. Okay. You show your children. You put these heathens, the children can put them heathens the shame in school. But yeah, expect it. Well, the heathen going to do what the heathen do. They're going to do what they do. Okay. That's about it. Let me see if I got everything. I went over that. Adam. Oh, yeah, I forgot to go over the etymology of that, break down the name Adam. All right, let me share my screen for a little bit. But I've done it several times, but do it again. Okay. That's why you need to pictograph Hebrew. But yeah. Red, ruddy. Remember, the Most High created Adam from the earth. Okay. Strength, leader, first. He's the first. All right. He entered, he the door, he entered. And sadly, he brought chaos when he let Satan take over the earth. All right. And just look at this. Second Adam. What did the Messiah do? What did the second Adam do? He shed his blood to restore us. Let me see. Second Adam. Okay, right here. Right here. And so it is written, the first Adam was made a living soul. The second Adam made a quickening spirit. So the second Adam shed his blood. The first Adam spilled blood. You said, how did Adam spill blood? He let death in. That's the spilling of blood. Remember, Cain killed Abel. The first Adam spilled blood. The second Adam took our place and allowed his blood to be spilled. On what side? On what side? Oh, you talking about this? I don't know. I'm just looking at this. I don't know. If she telling the truth, I don't even know what you said. If she telling the truth, I ain't gonna say nothing. Well, if she telling the truth, hey, you hear me? She telling the truth, so hey, I don't detect no lies. Okay. All right. I'm thinking about, yeah. And I want y'all to double check everything. Get in the habit of I be checking people I watch. I check their stuff. If a person is really open and transparent and honest, what's the problem? I mean, I'm not picking at you. Check my stuff. And because I don't want to tell no lies. I don't want to put no misinformation out. That's why I said, when y'all disagree with me, show me. You can't just say nothing. See, this head kind of thick. You ain't going to just tell me. You're going to have to show me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? Yeah. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. They call us Negroes too when we was over here. Colored Negroes. Okay. I think I'm going to do that other video. I say that for this. Say that for this Antichrist video. All right. I think that's all I got, fam. That's all I got. Any questions? Any questions? And this song here is going to be to my so-called people that's getting caught up in this Egyptian stuff or whatever it is. Now, if the gods of Egypt, oh yeah, I got Bible verses I wrote down. So do. If the gods was Egypt was so powerful, then why did they switch side and keep the white folks in power? Think about it. This is to my people that's leaning toward the Kemet side. If those gods in Egypt, why did they brush the black folks off to the side and go to the white Freemasons and the Europeans? You do know that's what the Greeks did. They took all them books and burn up the rest. You said, well, what happened to y'all? Deuteronomy 28 is what happened to us. That's what happened to us. And our coming back is in the Bible. I don't have time to show you, but just keep on coming back. Keep on coming back, and you're gonna see it. Deuteronomy 28. Okay. Look here. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahuwah, to observe and do all his commandments, That's why you got this beast system telling us you ain't got to keep no commandments. Oh, I ain't sharing my screen. Hold on. I'm going to go into the Bible verse too. I wrote down some Bible verse and they got to go forth. They going to go forth. All right. Which I command you this day, then Yahweh thy Elohim will set thee high. If we obey, we was going to stay at the top. Okay, that's what the first verse says. Okay. And all these is blessed. Let me skip down to verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken unto them. If thou will not listen. Listen means obey. To the voice of Yahuwah thy Elohim, to observe and do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake. They gonna walk, them curses gonna slow walk us down. And this is what happened. Because we stiff-necked, we hard-headed, and we kept dibbling and dabbling and disobeying the Most High. Cursed in the city and you're cursed in the field. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna skip through that. Okay, our children become cursed. That's the fruit of our body. Okay, another word, curse shall be the fruit of thy body. Think about this. You come up with inventions. That's a fruit from your body. They done took your invention, making billions of dollars off of it, and you ain't got nothing. Okay. Curse will be when I come in, you come home, you're arguing with your wife, and you go out. You argue with these Negroes out here. You argue with the police. Hey, curse when you come in and curse when you go out. But anyway, let me keep on. He's going to make disease and pestilence cleave unto us. That's why it seems like the Most High just sit back and let these heathens put these diseases on us. That's why he just seems like he won't let them kill us because it's in his word. He's not gonna let them wipe us out. But he created me to worship him, and he ain't getting no service out of me. Then he might well just let the heathen take me on out of here. All right, now let me keep going. Okay, let me get in. He called us to be smitten before our enemies, And people wonder to this day, we are more athletic than they are. We are stronger than they are. How did they get up over us? The Most High said he gonna cause thee. He gonna cause it to be smitten before the enemies. Okay? Look at here. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all the fowls of the earth and to the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray thee away. Think about all the lynches and stuff. Ain't nobody to bury you. All right. There's some more scabs and stuff. Madness. Come on now. I know some of us is fighting madness right now. Blindness, astonishment of heart. Come on, just downtrodden. Come on. Groping at noonday, just mad at the world. Look here. You shall betroth a wife and another man. This ain't nothing but slavery and the slave master raping your wife. You building a White House, you building an outhouse, you building all these houses. And we ain't living in them. Planting all this food, sharecropping, slavery, ain't eating of it, okay? I'm skipping down. Your sons and daughters given to another people. Come on, Child Protective Service, they lying and going on. Look at what it takes for a white child to be removed from the family versus a lie to remove a black child from the family. Okay? But all right, look at here. And thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb and a byword, astonishment. Come on, now think about it. All these old stereotypes that they project onto us and we become them. Think about it. When we first let's say back in the 50s, we was dressed pretty reasonable. We went out here with our butt cheeks showing out here just killing each other, but they projected their thoughts. They convinced our entertainers to put it in their music. To go out, and then at the same time, they had a lot of moving parts. They flooded our streets with drugs, and the drugs gonna create violence. Took the fathers out of the house, created the project, saying the man got to go, and that's a perfect storm. That's a perfect storm for living out a doggone projection that they created. I'm just giving you ways that it went down. But anyway, just read this. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay? Look here. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou did not listen unto the voice of Yahuwah thy Elohim to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded us. Notice everybody else seems to be able to get away with stuff. There's a reason why we can't get away with stuff, because we are his people that he chose to relay his gospel, his Besorah, his message to the nations. He chose us. He didn't choose them, but he gonna get them. They ain't getting away, okay? Now, this one right here. Look at this one. Thou shalt serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness. Boy, we ain't got a pot to piss in, window to throw it out of. We ain't got nothing. And then I'm talking about as a whole. I'm not talking about a few here and there. As a whole, in one of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. And he's talking about reparation now. These, we're not begging, they owe us. There's a difference. We ain't asking the government for nothing. We telling the government, y'all owe us, and you gonna pay. You gonna pay. The Bible says you gonna pay. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. Let me do this. Let me do world map. Okay, let me help y'all see this. When this prophecy was taking place, we was over here in the east. He just said he gonna send a nation against us from the end of the earth. Let me help y'all see this. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fly. What's they like? They love them eagles, don't they? A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. The end of the earth. The eagle is their mascot. We didn't know no English when we came here. All right. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. They kill our old and our young. These devils so wicked, they hunt alligators with our babies. They do all kind of nasty things. Rape our babies, all kind of things. Okay? I'm going to leave it right there. I got some more verses, though. Exodus 2:19. I got 3 verses. Exodus 2:19. Okay, this is Moses when he helped the Midianite women. Now, the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water, and he filled the trough of water for their, and they filled the troughs to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away. The men are trying to muscle their way and make the women wait. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered the flock. Okay. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, how is it that you are come so soon? And they said, this is Moses now. They said an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the ship. Okay, but the Egyptian was white. We done gave you all kind of evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence that the Egyptians are black. So if the Hebrews were white, they wouldn't have known Moses wasn't. They wouldn't have thought Moses was an Egyptian. That's the point. Okay. All right. Now, in Exodus chapter 1. All right, look here. Now the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shipra, and the name of the other Pur. And he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the birthing stool, they about to give birth upon the stool, that should tell you, that should be a clue as to how you're supposed to have children. And nevertheless, if it be a son, ye shall kill him. Okay. And if it be a daughter, then she shall live. How did Moses grow up in Pharaoh's house? He couldn't have done that if he was white. I just went through the Bible dictionary telling you that the Hebrews are dark skinned. Dark skin. All right. Why you think Mashiach, Herod was trying to kill him, and the angel told Joseph to flee into Egypt? Camouflage. To keep Herod the Edomite from killing, he was a descendant of Esau, from killing the rightful heir to the throne. But he didn't come to rule then. But nevertheless, this is how did Moses grow up in Pharaoh's house if he was white? I got another script for you. Genesis 50 and 11. Genesis chapter 50. When they buried Jacob, Jacob died. Okay, now y'all do know the Canaanites descend from Ham, just like the Egyptians descend from Ham. How did the Canaanites confuse the Hebrews with Egyptians, their own kinfolk? Jacob died. Look. Let me see here. Let me scroll up a little bit. All right. And my father made, okay, this is Jacob. This is Joseph telling Pharaoh his father died. And Joseph fell upon his father's face and wept upon him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants, the physician, to embalm his father, and the physician embalmed Israel. You know, his name was Israel at the time. Okay. And 40 days were fulfilled for him, for so are fulfilled the days of those which are embalmed, and the Egyptian mourned for him 70 days. All right. And when the days of mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes, speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die in my grave which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan. That's the promised land. And you read the book of, I think it's Jasher. Canaan was not supposed to be in that land. Canaan settled in the land of Shem. He was never supposed to be there. Okay? And they mixed in with the Nephilim. They mixed in with the angels. Yeah, the angels has offspring. That's where your giants come from. So you got two things going on, which is why the Most High said, kill them all. Nevertheless, there thou shalt bury me. Now therefore let me go up, I pray thee, and bury my father, and I will come again. And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury thy father according as he has made thee swear. All right, and Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh. Okay. So some of Pharaoh's servants went. Okay. But anyway, when you skip down to verse 11, the Canaanites say, look, and when the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, saw the mourning in the floor of Atad, they said, this is a grievous mourning to the Egyptian. They thought everybody was Egyptians. And most of them was Hebrews because they was burying Jacob, Israel. Okay? The Canaanites thought the Hebrews were their fellow brothers. Both of them descend from Ham. And wherefore the name was called Abazim Mizraim, which is beyond Jordan. Okay? It's a funeral. Some of them was Egyptian, but most of them was Hebrews. It's a funeral. All right, I got one more for you. Acts 21:38. And I'm going to close. This is Hebrews being mistaken for Egyptians. That's why I wrote these down. 21:38. The Most High ain't playing with us. I'm telling y'all. Now look here. All right, this is Paul being mistaken as an Egyptian. Now, and as Paul was to be led to the castle, he said unto the chief captain, "May I speak unto thee?" Who said, "Can thou speak Greek?" Now, if Paul was a white man, why would a white man be surprised that he's speaking the language of a white man? 38, art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days made us an uproar and led us out into the wilderness, 4,000 men that were murderers. Okay? He's speaking a white man language. They had, it was still predominantly black over there in the land at the time, okay? Well, it's all right. It's all right. When we get done and we get redeemed, we're gonna look back at this and we ain't making the same mistake. All right. All our prodigal sons and daughters, read Deuteronomy 28 and study, and you're gonna be answered. All right, Shalom.
Safe in my father's house. It still was not enough. I had some doubts. I had an urge that I couldn't shake. I convinced myself it was just a phase. I set off to revel with my inheritance. So many so-called friends, they had false pretense. Pockets empty, they no longer with me. I ain't got no shelter, and it's cold in these streets. I'm trying to find my way back home, 'cause I've been going far too long. I did things my way, didn't care what my father say. Disobedient, so I fell away. Acting like the prodigal son, stiff-necked like the prodigal son. I was wasteful like the prodigal son. Like a prodigal son. I was up so high, now I've been brought down low. And I've been eating with the swines, abominable. Almost high, I'm so ashamed. I brought disgrace to Yahuwah, your holy name. On bended knees I ask, can you forgive me? 'Cause I can't hide, I know that you can see me. I really need you. Please come redeem me. Lead me to the